Hi guys, this is Elias. Ainsworth, me. Hi. Okay, this Error Inc. X pregnant listener was commented on my second one, part 2. Error Sans the complete. So let's begin. You felt sick and you didn't feel good, so you got up and you walked around. Mostly the void is just whiteness and some of Error's string whistles or stuff on the top. Well, you were moving around and you felt a little more sicker. But out of nowhere, your stomach gets acting up and you puke immediately. Before you felt sick, more sick, and puked, Error comes to you and he walks up to you. Hey, Elias. Hey. I'm back doing some of my work. I am so sorry. Hey, Elias. He saw you puking in the corner. Or in a place. No! He ran up to you. Elias, are you okay? Do you need anything? You shook your head no and told him, I'm fine. That's just a little sickness. That's all. Okay. He picks you up like a princess and puts you down on the bed and pushes the blankets and makes you get comfy. You're gonna be okay, Elias. Era looks to you. You tell him, yeah, I'm gonna be fine, okay? Don't worry. Out of nowhere, you seen a portal behind you. Behind Era. It was red paint. Era told you, I'm gonna go do some more dates, okay? Right back. I promise. My princess. You blush and tell him, stop it. I promise I'll be back soon. I'll get you something too. You told him, not food or any drink. How about a flower? Echo flower. An echo flower, huh? I promise I'll get you an echo flower. He grabs your hand and kisses it. My highness. You laugh too. Error was walking away from the bed about 10 steps until he saw Ink step out of the portal. Error, we have unfinished business to do. And also, give me Elias back. She's not yours. Even, you took her. I found her in her AU. Really, Ink? She has been happy here for a few days, and I will never ever give my princess away. And why does Elias have to go with you? Sorry. Eric gives Ink a dirty look. And I'm warning you, I will rip your soul. Ink told Eric with a mean look, Elias has to go back to her AU now. And out of nowhere, ink teleports to you. I have to use force, huh? I hate being the forcey guy. He grabs your arm and teleports you. You were scared. And he grabbed you and you walked with him into the portal. And all you heard was, Elias! From Error. And he was gone. You and Ink were in Underfall. Elias, I'm sorry, but you should not be in that. You were upset. You felt like you were going to hate Ink. You wouldn't say it, but he was your only friend. But you wanted to tell him one thing. Ink, that ate you found me in was not mine. It was never mine. You cried up in tears and told him the rest. My AU was destroyed by Cross. It's gone. And Error was making me feel happy. Even I'm pregnant with his flipping child. Why can't you understand? You were tearing up and Ink just... He was happy but crying at the same time. Elias, I'm sorry, but it was only for your good. You slapped Ink's hand when he was about to put his hand on your back to calm you down. You told him, no. Get your hands off me. You walked around Underfall because you wanted to cool yourself down. So you went several ways from Ink. So Ink went from the other way. You went right and he went left. You talked in your mind. Why does Ink not understand? I was happy. Wanted to confess to her, I think. I was pregnant. I only had one sign. My period didn't start. And it never did. And the puking for 2 days, that means I am pregnant. You only heard about all that stuff from your mother, who told you about the pregnant stuff. You were walking around and out of nowhere you hear, hey, sweetheart. Why is a sweetheart like you walking around in this area? Out of nowhere, you hear that voice, and you got lifted up by red magic. You looked behind you, and it was Underfall Sans. You were about to say something to him until... Sans! Where were you? Sans, you caught a human? You told those two skeletons, let me go. I'm Error's bride. Please, let me go. No. Boss, what do you want me to do with her? How about we take her to the King Asgard? Good job, Sans. You're not worth this after all. Sans puts you down and grabs your arm. He walks with you. Out of nowhere, Underfall Papyrus fell in a hole. Yeah! And got teleported to his house. And you saw a portal. It kind of looked like Error's. Had blue string coming out. and grabbing under False Sands' soul. You saw air. Where's ink? He pulled False Sands into his arms, into his hand, and told him again, "Where is ink?" "I don't know." "I kill you. Stupid fucking glitch." "Oh, you really want to listen to me?" Out of nowhere, you say, "Ink, not air. No, please." He heard your voice and looked up. He saw it was you. He let go of Red, False Sands, and dropped him. And air ran to you and gave you a big hug. "Where were you?" "I was looking at every you." "I walked away from ink not that far ago," you told Air.
See, you're changing the song to get what you want. That's not love.
Don't. Whatever ink does to you, I will torture him. Before he talked, he gave you a passionate kiss. He was tearing up and crying at the same time. You were going to tell him, but you had to do it in a whisper. You grabbed Air and got up to his imaginary ear and told him, "Air, I'm pregnant. And it'll probably be a baby skeleton." You back up and Air teared up more. He had a happy smile on his face. You're pregnant? And I'm gonna be a father?" You shook your head yes. Huh. Well, let's go. Back to our AU. Come on, princess. Let's go. You gave Air your hand, and he grabs it and walks with you into the portal. The portal closes behind you. And Air picks you up like a princess and puts you down on the bed and gets you comfy. 8 months later, you saw your belly get bigger and bigger. The day was almost coming. You were going to give birth to a baby skeleton. Hey, honey. Are you okay? You nod your head and cry. Ever went up to you and put his skull on your belly and trying to hear the baby. You were smiling and put your hand on Era's skull. And he looked up and he was happy. You wrapped your hand up and down his skull. Can't wait for this baby to come. You asked her, "What is it?" He told you. "I heard a kick. Even felt it by my cheek."
See, they don't feel up either.
He gave you
He needs to
a big smile. He was happy.
He needs to make them feel wrong.
2 days later,
To me, what you think is
you were walking with Error, just taking like a little exercise. And well, you had a little friend, Nightmare. He kind of was a friend to you, more than Ink. And Error and Nightmare were like friends. Ugh. I don't know if Error's voice can sound like just like Nightmare will try to sound like Error, but wouldn't be. Ugh. Out of nowhere, you and Error were walking, and well, you got onto your bed. You and Error's bed. You asked Nightmare, "Hey, Nightmare." What is it? Can you show me your kingdom, if you can? Yeah, sure. Error told Nightmare, "Be easy with her. You know I always will. She's your princess, and I have my queen too. Don't worry, I'll be gentle." Nightmare grabs your hand, and you slowly walk to him. He told you, "Hold on." And you and him went to the goop and came back, and you ended up to his kingdom. He showed you around, and well, this is my throne room. Is everyone okay? You felt water dripping from your womanhood. And out of nowhere, water, something looks like water. You felt, well, you broke your line. That and now. Is everything okay? You're licking like you're trying to pee. You told Nightmare, "It's coming." He's like, "Oh no." He grabs your hand and teleports you back to Error. Back to Error. Error? What is it, Nightmare? Error saw you holding Leslie, like you were trying to not show that, trying like holding a skirt down, mostly just like trying to hold it in. You told Error, "We need to get to a hospital, please. It's coming. The child." Immediately, Error picks you up like a princess and runs. And he opens the portal to Undertale and asks Classic Sans, Normal Sans, "Do you know anything about medical help?" It's like, "Yeah, Mom." And Error had to stay out of, well, mostly the bathroom. Well, no, not the bathroom. You guys, Nightmare, Error, and Classic Normal Sans teleported you to the lab in Undertale. Classic Sans knocks on the lab's door in Elf's Yes, Sans? What is it?
She gives up trying
Hey.
to be nice.
Elphys,
See, no love.
we have someone who's having a baby and it's about to be burst about right now. She's like, come in. Hey,
No.
you.
See, no love.
You
She gives
told
up.
her, Elphys.
You don't give up
That's
on trying to
Nightmare.
be nice.
You, Nightmare. Get hot water and towels. He did, and, well,
You asked
she
nice.
asked who was the father, and Error raised his hand. I am. Stay by her side, always. You were in the emergency room, on the bed. I'm scared. You told Error. It's okay. He grabs your hand and you hold it on tight. After the pain in 2 minutes. The pregnancy was done, but Error had to get out of the room when the baby come. You and your beautiful baby skeleton, glitchy skeleton, with his father's tears in his eyes.
When the dogs come in, do you want to pick up the cat food?
But he only had the glitch thing on his head like his father, and had like normal. You said in your head, wow, he looks like his father. Nightmare comes to your side. Is everything... Whoa. He looks at the baby. It definitely looks like Error. Elvis walks out of the room and tells Error to come in. Hey, come on. Error comes in. He runs up to you. Is this my son? You shook your head and gave it to him. He looks like me. His dad. You told him it's a girl. I'm gonna have a baby girl? Is this a baby girl? She had your hair. Mostly in magic hair. You know, like, PJ, his steps something? That's what I kind of meant about magic hair. But he looks just like his father. She looks like her father, but has your hair. She looks like her mother, too. She had your looks, and she had her dad's looks, too. She looks like you, sweetie. He grabs your chin, and kisses you. You guys get in a group hug. In Nightmare, too. And, well, you told Nightmare.
No.
Nightmare? What is it, Elias? You will be the guardian for our baby girl. Okay. I promise I'll protect her. Thank you. You said thank you to Nightmare. Well, you guys are welcome. And, well, if you want me to do it anymore, just leave it down in the comments.